Extraordinary Rendition of Janos Farkas. Chapter 57, Part 2. Spencer stepped out of the stairwell and into the king's rooms. Just to his right were large mahogany doors opening into the main room. Within 2 steps he could see Howd sitting on a massive white leather sofa. "I can smell the Scotch," Spencer said to him. "I hope it's the Macallan. I've developed a taste for it." "Who are you?" Howd asked. "I am Janos Farkas," Spencer replied. "You know very well who I am. We have done too much together. Or does an old friend not remember London, Paris, Copenhagen, and Madrid?" "No," Howd said. "I mean, who are you?" "Where does the king hide his Scotch?" Spencer said, smiling. "I'd like a glass myself." Howd nodded in the appropriate direction. Spencer walked over to the cabinet looking for bits of glass, mirror, chrome, anything that could give him a reflective glimpse of Howd and his actions. Pouring himself a large shot, he turned. His glimpses had not been enough. Howd had a pistol pointed at him. "Why that?" he asked. "Because you are not Janos Farkas. You are an imposter." "Where the hell did you get that idea?" "I was told. The escape from Far Philistin was a setup. I was told the Janos Farkas coming to see me was an imposter. I knew before you got here." "By who?" "What do you have to gain? That's what I want to know. Who are you? What are you up to? I am a Saudi prince. This yacht is Saudi territory. Here, our laws prevail. I could have you beheaded. There are guards all over the yacht who would come here in a second. Right now, a man faithful to me is watching your every move." "Who?" "The priest," Howd answered, wishing to whatever god there was that it was true. "The evil one," Spencer replied. "So you put your faith in the evil one over someone who has known you since he smuggled you in and out of Sarajevo." "Perhaps I will kill you myself," Howd said. "Why should I give the priest the pleasure of that?" "Because you can't, Howd. You couldn't even if you wanted to. You don't do the dirty work yourself. You never have and you never will. You have somebody do it for you. You like to read about it in the newspaper, see it on television, like you would read the reviews of a play, believing that it was all your production, that you were the brains, the producer. But like every producer, you don't have the balls or the talent to go on stage and take control yourself. Someone else plays your parts for you. You are nothing, Farkas. Without me, you are even less than nothing. You are a man standing in the middle of an empty stage with nothing to say, no script to follow. Even the stage belongs to me. And the gun. I have the gun. You have nothing." "Your hand is shaking. You are frightened, Howd. A frightened man. A man with a gun. You won't use it, Howd, because you are right. I am not the person you think I am. You think there is a fake Janos Farkas, and you are right. There is. But it is not me. You think I'm the fake, but you are wrong. I am the real Janos Farkas. Turk and my sister Gisela are looking for the other one right now. That's why they're not here." They heard a noise, a door closing, light footsteps. "The priest," Howd said. Spencer looked for options. He could talk Howd down and deal with him, but the priest, that was another matter. From what he had seen of him, he was not a man fooled by words or promises. The sound of footsteps got closer, and their eyes turned to the passage leading to the front of the yacht. "Hello," a voice said. "Hello. Prince Howd, Janos, are you there?" It was Ein. "We're here," Spencer answered. "We're in here." Ein walked into the sight of Howd, pointing a pistol at the man. What's happening?" she asked. "Janos, what's going on?" "The prince has this idea that I am some kind of imposter." "I don't understand." "Neither do I. Apparently there's someone out there pretending to be me. We don't know who and we don't know why, but Prince Howd thinks it's me. He thinks that I am the imposter, the pretender." "That's ridiculous. You're my husband. You're the man I married. Prince Howd, she said, looking at Howd, but wondering how long it would be before the real Janos came up the stairs to find her, find them. Surely you've known Janos too long to be fooled by this. Howd looked at her, and she could see the doubt, the hopeful doubt, creeping into his eyes. I need a drink, she said. This is scaring me. Take mine, Spencer said. I'll get another one. I'm sure King Haakon can afford another shot of scotch. The glass never made it to Ein's lips. It slipped from her fingers, the crystal shattering into glistening shards and the whiskey beating on the silk carpet. It took Howd's attention for no more than a split second, but that was all Spencer needed. He took one step and spun, his right foot kicking the gun from Howd's hand. The gun went off. Shit, he said, I wish that hadn't happened. He looked at Ein. Both knew that the sound of the shot would bring people running. No one was sure of who. They drew their guns. For a split second they locked eyes. Who are you? Shit, he said again, leveling his gun at Ein's head. She leveled hers at him. Their eyes met. Then hers left him. He saw the gun shift from his head to somewhere beside it, somewhere past it. He heard footsteps behind him. Then they stopped. He didn't turn. Didn't need to, knowing from her eyes who was there. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them? Janos, she said. The play is over. Applaud. And then she pulled the trigger. Spencer felt the bullet pass his ear. He turned quickly, not really needing to, knowing who the bullet was for. And in the instance he saw the real Janos crumpling to the floor, he sensed Howd going for his gun. Spinning back, he squeezed off 2 shots, so fast they could have been 1. Howd tipped and slid from the sofa, red blood on the white leather, tracing his descent. This way, Spencer shouted at Ein. The helicopter pad. There are stairs at the back of the yacht. Quick. But he needn't have added the quick because Ein was already past him. They were only down 1 flight of stairs when they heard the firing. Pistol shots and then the relentless popping of an automatic weapon. Kirk's mini Uzi. Then intense firing from several weapons. They paused and listened. Then there was quiet. Then 1 lone shot. Then quiet. Death. It's over, Ein said. Not quite, Spencer replied. We still have to get the hell out of here. 2 more flights down, they stopped again. The priest, his hands in prayer, was standing in front of them. Spencer raised his gun. Forgive me, Father, he said, the smile on his face thin and hard, for what I am about to do. That's the end of chapter 57.